Hello everyone, I will be demoing my WoW boss fight today. And this is Lord Abyss. It can be found on battle.net by going to create game and searching for either WoW or Vezax, whatever you want to do. Just look for my name as Tyrannical. So currently it's only single player. I may make it so it's multiplayer. So let's start this. The boss fight consists of one phase, but the phase has multiple abilities and parts to it. The first part is he fires a missile at a random target within a certain range, but outside of a certain range within him. So let's say between 2 and 10 units in the StarCraft. And once that blast hits, it will do damage and leave a residue, which will increase your attack speed and damage, but decrease your move speed, making it harder for you to dodge the next one. Another thing that you have to watch out for is every 15-20 seconds he will cast Searing Flames, which must be interrupted, otherwise you will get one-shotted. There is a couple warnings that appear, and he casts 2 Searing Flames, and then another warning will appear, which will give you, which he will cast an ability which will make him a lot stronger and very hard to tank through, even with abilities. You can outrun him during this time, but normally you cannot outrun him. And let's start the fight. So you go through a couple dialog boxes. The difficulty, the lower item level is harder, and the higher item level is easier for you. Playing at 284 is very easy, and it's just there to simulate what WoW would be like normally, since that item level is available. But it's really hard to get, but makes this fight really easy. 219 is the bare minimum that you would receive in this raid. I'm gonna go for 245 for the sake of demoing this. Now you go through your 4 classes that you choose. You choose a tank. For this case, I'm gonna choose a paladin, then a melee DPS, and I'll go with shaman for here, and then because I just like the ranged shaman, I'll do this one too. And for healer, he'll be a priest. And you can do multiple combinations. Some are better, some are harder to use. It's just how it is. Right now I have game sound disabled for recording purposes. So I'm going to control group these just to make it easier. So the fight, each one has its ability. The tank has interrupt, which is the only class that has interrupt, and it's kind of like last stand type ability. The healer has a single target heal and unique heals. In this case, the priest can cast a shield over all of his allies, and also empower unit, which will make him do a lot of damage and I think increased armor. The shaman caster can use a heroism, which is a very powerful haste type buff, an AoE heal for allies and damage for enemies, and a straight up damage. And the melee DPS has a dash, which almost all physical damage dealers have, and mass haste, which is a smaller version of heroism, and a smaller AoE. Almost all abilities have an effect, or a visual effect. So this is a fight. This is the boss. Another thing I didn't say was every so often a pylon-esque unit will spawn. You can kill that to get energy, because there is no energy regenerating throughout the fight. So that's one way. That was Rage of the Shaman. Another way to get that is the only way to get energy. To enable hard mode is to let that full bar in upper right hand corner max out. But you will be able to get energy later on, but it will be a lot harder. And he gets a lot more health and some more damage if you enable hard mode. And as you can see, I did not interrupt his ability, so he got a lot more damage increase and started one-shotting my units. That giant aura type effect was his heroism. I will do the fight again just to prove that it can be beaten at that difficulty. I may or may not commentary depending on if anything comes up. I will also demo some new units for you guys. Yeah, a lot of the fight is just explained in the loading screen, so you can take your time to read through that. A little interesting, you can't label your maps World of Warcraft. Blizzard doesn't like it apparently. This time I will use a warrior tank, a warrior DPS, a ranged I'll do a mage, and then a druid healer. So control group them. The warrior gets a health increase, move speed increase. The warrior DPS has a damage over time effect on his weapon, so the more he attacks, the more damage happens. The mage has his standard single target damage, a fire blast type ability, and an empower ability. The druid has a single target heal over time and an AoE heal over time, replicating the abilities he would have in WoW exactly, and they are named as such. Oh, another thing is the warrior, all tanks have a higher threat than any other unit, so the boss will inherently go for the tank. See, the window appears for the important abilities that you need to know about, and each ability has a hotkey of either Q, W, or E, and with the way it is on the command card. See, that would be a pylon, or in this case Serenite Shard, to somewhat replicate what they would be named in WoW. By killing this, you will be able to see that energy will be regenerated. Searing, no, that is something I need to fix. See how he got bigger and more damage, and the model was a little weird there. And I let my healer die. See, this fight, it is possible to beat. I may not be able to beat it here. It's just, you do have to pay attention like you would in a normal WoW. And you see how his health is still taking damage? That is the warrior's dot effect, and that is me defeating. Well, this will be the end of my demo. I promise you it is possible to be beaten. I have done it at 219. I am just a little tired tonight. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you play this.